Hello there folks, Cinnamon Squirrel here and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an absolutely brilliant day, your tea's hot and your pastries are tasty. Okie dokie. I think this time round, so last time we managed to make our staff room bigger so we could get an extra bed in for our little dancing cook, Angelina. She's very entertaining to watch. She also likes to scratch the back of her head with the spatula when, while she's cooking. It's quite interesting, as a function, but it's kinda, I don't know, for someone that's worked in the food industry, it kinda raises alarm bells and all that. But, one thing I wanted to do today, so obviously we need to get this going. We need to get our meals back onto our menu. And we also need to earn a star. Now, I was mistaken last time round. I was under the impression that I think at one point I read that we needed 4 meals to serve. And I think I jumbled the words in my head while I was skim reading it and said 4 meals to serve to tier 1 patrons or whatever. Not the case. That was, we have to serve 4 of our meals to get to 1 star. We only need the 1 main meal. And we have a couple of side dishes. I think we've got bread and maybe mushrooms, I'm not sure. But so we only need to serve 1 more person, but first, before we can do that, we need to get that the meals back on the board. So that's going to be the thing today. I'm also kind of curious, actually, before I kind of get... Oh, whoopsie daisy. Let's get back to where we were. Okay, so what's our inventory right now? Brown bread, 30 in stock. We also have the swamp rat. Okay, so let's see what... Nope. I'm not off to a great start here, folks. My fingers are forgetting what to do. Right, so brown bread. We have 20 gherkins in stock. Okay, so we definitely did get from here last time. Okay, never mind then. Our larder's quite full. So one thing I want to do then, quickly, is to get our meals back on here. So we've got missing ingredients. But we're going to add a dish. Come on. And it's going to be the same thing. It's just that we're using swamp rats instead. And unfortunately, the other things, like, even though we have mushrooms, they're not considered an ingredient. They're just considered a side, so we don't have anything else to add to it. So we now have 2 things on the menu. We could get grilled common rats back when we get the opportunity. So we've now got that on the menu, which is fine. One thing I was curious about, though, because I don't know if... I know that we've got limited stuff available to us at the moment, but I don't know if any of that's going to unlock once we complete the scenario, because I think once we get food, like, once we get this, I don't know if this is going to be the end of this or not, or whether there's going to be more afterwards. I know that, and I don't know, because this is our first kind of playthrough of this, and I haven't watched anybody else's, so I don't really know what to expect. So I don't know if it's going to be like Planet Zoo, where, you know, you get a small selection of animals and objects and stuff for a scenario, and you have to make the scenario work with that. And then once you complete all the objectives for the scenario, all the animals and all the items and all the food stations and all that unlock. And you can either choose to move on to the next scenario, or you can play on the current one with everything unlocked. So I'm not sure if that's going to be like this or not, whether it's going to ask us to move on to the next one, or whether it's going to let us play on and kind of pad out our spot. I know that eventually, I think once we have our kitchen done, they're probably going to ask us to have a bathroom, but I'm not entirely sure. Do we not have... Why are you guys all cleaning? Because she's going to get gherkins. Okay, that's fair. Can we have a server, please? There we are.
Our food has earned a 1-star rating.
Nice. So we've managed to get that part of it done. Stock delivered. That's right. And their little tentacle monster.
A letter from the guild.
There we
Do you
are.
think they said anything about me?
Whoa. Sorry. Mouse was also participating in that, moving around there. But that's awesome. So now we have 2 things on the menu because our common rats are back in stock. And we have... So, we've got these, and then our side dishes here. So we've got pillow top loaf, not available. Okay, so we don't have that at the moment, but we do have the gherkins, the mushrooms, and the brown bread. Not the best menu ever, but you know, it's gonna get us by. Right, sorry, what are we missing from here? That's the Sand Scorcher, that's the Stella Aura. So it's Lost Oasis now. Okay. This is fair. Right, sorry, let's get this letter unlocked then. Applicant, the guild has received word of your your kitchen is up and running. You've succeeded in all your technical milestones. All that remains is to pass the oral general knowledge exam and pay your guild dues. These dues are a one-time membership fee. I asked Hops to review your accounts. She assures me you've nearly enough to cover it. Okay, how much is this? And do we still have to pay that 180 that they gave us back? That we didn't ask for. I'll give you some time to gather the remaining funds before I come to administer the test. Great, so we're gonna have a test. Have no debt. We don't have debt. That's great.
But you have all the balls in the air now. It's simply a matter of juggling them from here out.
We should get that by the end of the day, hopefully, but that... I don't know. That seems a little bit steep. Okay. Well, let's see how we get on with this then. We're almost at 250. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to make that tomorrow. Okay, that's fair. Right, let's jump ahead then and get into the next day while they wander about and do nothing. Why are you sleeping at the table? You have a bed. There we go. And she's at her... She likes to wander around till 4 in the morning. Oh, and also I keep forgetting. I keep going to the bloody schedule to see the time.
I'm not surprised the Dark Lord abdicated a while back. I knew him when they were young. Kind of a flake.
Okay. The guild dues are due. Save up. Okay, well I can't do that until tomorrow, so I'm not sure what the tinkle was for. But, it's 4 in the morning. Okay, and that's when Zoe likes to go to bed. So typically, actually, she could probably, like, get up later and start work later, since these two are up quite early. But we'll see. He's up the earliest. But she's not much later, I don't think. Is that... What's their schedule starting at? 7, which is why he's up there, and... 9. No. Yeah, 9. Okay. Which is why she's not up yet. Okay. Okay. we're gonna save up for that, but I actually think it's probably about time that we try and stick another table in here somewhere so that people have a place to sit. Because he wants a table. It's... hold on. Wait. Waiting to fulfill dry needs. Okay, so if I... oh no, wait, that's to move it. Damn it, I don't want to do that. I want to duplicate it and add one here. That way, people can sit and dry themselves off, hopefully. Okay, so let's add that there and see if that helps. Oh my god, they're actually sitting next to the fire now. Oh, for God's sake! Not with a patron! I hope he hands your ass to you. You're breaking my stuff! Oh no, no, the customer's losing in this instance. God damn it! Known for... Jesus. Goodness gracious. You're gonna get replaced eventually. I mean, it's one thing when you pick fights with staff members, but you're not getting to do that to my customers. Okay, the service was pants. Staff service and service speed was not good. Actually, do we have? No, we don't. Okay, I think the next time we need to try and pick up a skilled worker. We shall see though, because they cost a lot, and I don't know if... yeah, I wouldn't mind having one that's a good chef and or server. We'll see. But right now, I don't really want to hire anybody else.
You've proven your worth to the guild. Better keep enough gold on hand to pay your dues when Dorothy arrives.
Lovely. Okay, we got a gift though. Let's see what we get. A snake escargot advert. Okay. I think soon though we're gonna start to decorate this place. Obviously, we can't go spending too much right now because we hit that marker, so they're gonna want to come and collect from us soon. But it would be nice to start to actually decorate it and make it a little bit more homey. We're very basic at the moment. Having another table, maybe like a rug and a comfy chair, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, well, they're kind of up and about a little bit, but let's see when this woman arrives. Oh, the merchant's here though. We'll keep it basic for now then. I don't think... wait, quick blossom. We don't have that, do we? No. It's fine. Goes a little bit fast. Blue cheese! Slab shell grub. Fattest little grubs money can buy. Okay. Nest killer. Kills bug nests. I don't really want to spend the money right now. Okay. That's an ingredient. Okay, so I think we'll probably leave it for now just so that we have the money to give to these people, but soon enough, we're going to start experimenting with this stuff, I think, because I definitely want to... oh, here she is. Alright. Storybook time. And actually, I'm going to try to start using that as a bit of a segue. So, or not a segue, but as a reminder. So, when we get a storybook, hydrate, folks. Keep yourselves hydrated. Take a good glug of whatever it is you've got next to you. There we go. The bar
Dorothy
exam.
sweeps into the tavern with the same appraising air she displayed on her first visit. The amenities which meet her approval receive a nod so small as to be barely noticeable. You count 3. When she spots you, she graces you with one last tip of her head.
How nice.
Well, that's something. Sterling work. The tavern is coming along nicely. So nicely, in fact, that you must certainly have raised enough to pay your guild dues, as well as a repayment of the funds you were sent to build your kitchen.
Yeah, let's get it over and done with.
You hand over the gold in a single large sack. She juggles it in her hand briefly, listening to the sound, then nods. That will do. Consider your guild dues and debts paid in full.
Excellent.
All that remains in the membership process is for you to pass the bar.
Oh god. Okay. Why do you say that in capitals? No, I know what it is.
An astute question. The Tavern Keepers Guild has a very high bar. Literally. It's high enough for giants to drink at. We named the application test after it because we hide the exam binder on top where applicants can't reach it. She produces a notepad. I have selected 3 questions at random
All right,
from
hit
that
us.
binder.
We got
Are you
this.
ready to begin?
Let's get this over with.
Superb. It's all very simple, really. You will answer 3 questions about the nature of taverns and how they run. If you pass, you are granted membership. If you fail... Dorothy gives you a frown so severe you feel it singeing your eyelashes.
I'd rather keep my
Ogres
eyelashes,
will
thank
be
you very
unleashed
much.
on your tavern to destroy your business and life in general. Understood? Wonderful. Let us begin.
Ogres. What? Well, we better win then. Or pass, whatever.
She flips a page on her notepad. Question 1. Something simple to start with. A tavern is no place for rogue children. They must be ruthlessly weeded from the premises. How do you tell a dwarf and a child wearing a fake beard apart?
Ooh. Beard oil recommendations?
Good. As you have shrewdly observed, most children do not have beards and so are not well versed in their care. She marks your answer and flips to the next page.
Yeah, because kids can
Moving
have
on.
favourite stones.
Question 2. Which of the following services is not guild approved? Child catapulting, distribution of shrinking potions, or basilisk stabling?
Not guild approved. I would think child catapulting, but considering that they've just said that they would, like, kind of violently remove them from the premises, I'm not sure. That seems irresponsible. I want to see this one, but you know what? That sounds irresponsible. Nah.
Correct.
Okay.
The guild
thanks.
frowns on
Fuck
war
for that.
engine ownership. An invading army could commandeer it to siege somewhere or other, and your insurance premium would soar. She makes a tick on her notepad. Lastly, a question of jurisprudence. In the landmark case of Thorvak versus the Foggy Sailor, was the judge correct in voiding the plaintiff's privilege to adjudicate beverage consumption and declaring all patrons free to spend their coin as they see fit in recreational businesses?
Thorvak versus the Foggy Sailor. Were they correct in voiding the plaintiff's privilege? And No.
Very interesting. Finally, somebody willing to stand up and say what they believe. Legal precedent be damned. Perhaps the guild could use a little of that. She slashes her quill across the sheet of paper. She jots down some numbers, then tears out the page, folds it crisply, and places it in an envelope. That concludes the exam portion of your application. She lights a candle and heats a blob of sealing wax, drips it onto the flap of the envelope, and presses it with her signet ring to emboss the guild sigil.
Okay, so did I pass?
You passed.
Thank goodness.
You are a
I
fully
don't want ogres
licensed
destroying
member
my
of the
business.
Tavern Keepers Guild. You're welcome to continue operating in this location, but I believe you are outgrowing your accommodations here. She turns to leave. Keep an eye on your mail. The guild will be in touch about your next opportunity, potentially in another region entirely. Good luck,
This might
Tavern
happen.
Keeper.
So basically, we might get the option to, like, yeah, you succeeded with all these scenarios, now let's move you on to the next one. But I wonder if they'll let you continue on with this one as well, or whether it's just like a cut and dry. Oh my god, we're broke, but we passed! Yay! Now we just need to start earning money back.
As a member of a powerful guild, your future is all but assured. What new doors might this open? We'll soon see.
Okay, so we need to keep an eye on our mailbox. Let's see. He's still there. Oh. Tavern Keeper, your application has been processed and approved. Enjoy your new legally permitted designation. Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, report immediately to Halflington. Your tavern in Riverbottom will be maintained by a guild-appointed conservator. A time-sensitive business opportunity awaits your attention. It involves a festival which is fails describe as fun. So they don't even know. Do not fail it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of wanted to just stay with this one, but
As
they're
a
not.
registered member of the
they're
Tavern
not even
Keepers
giving me the
Guild,
option.
the world is your oyster. Or perhaps your growler?
You know, considering you guys are using
Either
English
way, the
accents,
verdant hills
you
of
should really figure out
Halflington
the Urban
beckon you to
Dictionary
better climes.
meaning for
Your
that.
story
I
is only
really,
just beginning.
really don't think you should be telling people that their world is their growler. Nope, nope, nope. Alright though guys, we did it! We have completed the Riverbottom Scenario. We learned a lot, certainly, and we can take that as we move off into Halflington when we come back. I was going to stick around and decorate this place, but I think for this playthrough we are going to just stick to the scenarios and their tasks, and then later on we can maybe think about doing a sandbox version and applying everything that we learn. Okay, so next time we will be going to Halflington. I can't wait. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheerio, folks.